Hello everyone, fB here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track uses a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. We're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Escalation by Sirs. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps for the race, but soon I will open up map submissions again since I've gone through almost all the maps now. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CET on Saturday. And I've started hosting seasons of the race. Last month was the first season, and they will always last for 1 month, and your 3 best results will count into the rankings. Top 20 will get points, with the person getting the best lap receiving 5 bonus points, and the winner will win some prize money based on contributions through Twitch and YouTube. And this is the first race of December, so there's still no ranking. Lastly, if you want to find out more information about this race, that can be found below the stream or VOD. So we are about 1 minute left to go before this race will start. And looks like we got 194 players on the server right now, so that's cool to see. And there will be 21 laps in total. Here's Spam driving this week. Of course, Spam won the season, November season, the first season that I hosted. And looks like he's gonna go and try taking it once again this month. Let's see who else we have. I did see Tween driving. Tween, who won the race last week, and actually with that win went up to 3rd place in the November season, I believe. So Tween actually did really well, and should be a contender for this season as well, and probably for this race. And who else do we have? We have the 3rd place, or the 2nd place finisher, Yannex as well. So he's driving as well. But we are 5 seconds left to go, and I will of course be disabling the shaft. And hope for a smooth start here in the 39th edition of my race. So good luck and fun to all the players. May the best player win. I will disable the shaft right about now. Good luck and fun. And let's follow Spam through the first lap and see how he does. This map made by Sirs, called Escalation, is a pretty challenging map to drive fast on, I want to say. It's not too difficult to actually complete, but to drive fast on it, it can be pretty tricky. So we start here with a drop down to a dirt section. And we have about 193 players starting, so that's cool. Very good number. The average number keeps keep getting higher for the race, so that's awesome. And then after this dirt section is stopped, we will enter the speed section. There's a loop and then a wall ride to the left, followed by one more loop here. And once that's done, we will enter a small obstacle part, a tight passage coming up here to the right. Gotta make sure you have a lot of precision here. You can also hit the wall a bit, doesn't hurt you too much. Spam goes through it pretty well, is at 6th place right now. And after that we have a tech section, followed by another speed section. Big jump there to another loop. Then we have a platform part that leads to another loop, and this loop can be a bit tricky. You can get a bump here. Spam did get it as well. You gotta make sure you go a lot to the right, so that you don't leave the ground with your wheels. After that speed section, we have some more tech here, and then following that will be another obstacle part, which also can be a bit tricky. Spam up to 4th place now, so off to a pretty good start in this race. The best turn there, losing some time, but here's the other obstacle. It's a double hole first here, and then another. You gotta make sure you slow down in speed, and Spam hit the ceiling there since he had too much speed entering it. Then we have the stretch. I always want to stretch on the map. And following that, we will have a drop down here to a dirt tunnel. And this tunnel here, you want to build up a lot of speed so you can make this jump over the wall. That is really important if you want to set a fast time. And then lastly, before finishing the lap, we have some more tech turns. And we will enter lap 2 out of 21. So Spam currently at 7th place. In the lead is Javi Flyer, who now drives for BX3. And we see Raysons popping up there as well. Raysons, of course, has won the race 9 times. Looking to win for the 10th time. Will clip the wall though. So he will drop down to 2nd place again. We got Tween at 3rd right now. He's also off to a good start. So let's follow Javi Flyer throughout this next lap. Set the fastest time in the first lap. Builds up some good speed here. Avoids the walls. Good stuff from Javi Flyer. It's about 1 second ahead of Raysons. And we have this jump once again. I'm curious to see how Javi Flyer will do this loop coming up. Gotta make sure you go a lot to the right here, so you keep your wheels on the ground. And Javi Flyer did it really good actually, kept his speed well, and is now 1.5 seconds ahead of 2nd place, which is Wally. Raysons drops down to 5th place. So I think Javi Flyer is on a pretty good time here. He might improve his record. Haven't really seen any mistakes from him. See how he does this final part though. Can be a bit tricky. See Javi Flyer overlapping the first player there. Here's the drop in the hole, and Javi Flyer does it well. Kept his speed and entering the stretch here. Still as the leader now, 2.5 seconds ahead. Javi Flyer is on a really good start. Ooh, had to slow down a bit there though, so can't do... Okay, he could still do the jump over the wall, but did lose some speed there, so that allows the other ones to catch up to him, maybe. No, actually not. Javi Flyer continues to extend his lead and actually sets a new local record as well, 204.55. So Javi Flyer has figured out his map quickly. Spam has now gone up to 2nd place. He's not too far behind the Javi Flyer, 3 seconds. Oh, but will hit the wall though. So we'll see Raysons going up to 2nd place. Then we got Tween right now at 4th place. Yannex at 5th. Ranked at 6th. We got Massa at 7th. Skafiskaitnyak at 8th. Very difficult name to pronounce. We got Raggle at 9th. Mania Style at 10th. Piranha at 11th. Cossack at 12th. Taylor at 13th. Beep at 14th. And Marseille 9 at 15th. And I actually made a mistake now, I realized, in the intro, because I did decide to change how many players will get points. I lowered it to 15 players. Forgot to change that in my intro. So that will make it a bit easier for me to keep track of the scores, because I realized that was pretty challenging last season. So yeah, only top 15 will get points now, and right now it's Marseille 9 who has the least amount of points. But Wally has dropped down here. So here's 16th place. Yoshi. It's hard to keep track of the players. They change their positions all the time. We also got Saber, who's driving this week. Saber had a really good start to the first season, took 3rd 2 weeks in a row, and had a pretty good chance to win it all, but then was not able to do it. Right now at 18th place, will hit the ceiling as well. Very important that you slow down before that hole. So Saber not up to a great start. Javi Flyer still in the lead. About 2 seconds ahead of Tween, who's gone up to 2nd place now. Let's follow Tween as he enters the next lap. See if he can catch up anything to Javi Flyer. Still in that lead. Tween looking to make it 2 wins in a row. Of course, last week was Tween's first time on the podium as well. Hasn't really been too successful so far in the race, but maybe he's figured it out now. Off to a really good start here. entering the speed section for the third time. And it's not really gaining anything on Heavy Flyer, not really losing anything either. Keeping about the same pace. Heavy Flyer about 1 turn ahead right now, which is nothing, especially in this race. Between overlapping a player there as well. Did not get the best loop there, lost some speed, and will actually lose some time because of it. So Heavy Flyer now a couple of tenths ahead. Actually, it's been gaining some time now, so less than 2 seconds behind. Back and forth. You can see, of course, to the top left how close Tween is to Heavy Flyer. So he's 2 seconds behind right now, and if it's green, then it means he's gaining time compared to the last checkpoint. And then the other... Oh! Tween will hit the wall hard! Raisons will pass him. Crucial mistake there from Tween. He was on a really good pace. Probably would have been a good time, but now it's not gonna be a good time, a mediocre time instead. Still keeping that third place though, ahead of Spam, but Raisons will go up to second place. Well, I guess we can check if Raisons can catch up. He will set a new local record, 204.46, entering lap 5. So Raisons with a good time, and he's actually less than 1 second behind Heavy Flyer. Heavy Flyer must have made a mistake in the dirt. Raisons catching up rapidly. Will he take over the lead in this lap? We'll find out. Landing there from Raisons. Inside turn, and he will catch up to Heavy Flyer. It seems like Raisons is doing that part a bit better. 70 hundredths behind only. Spam has gone up to third place now, passes Tween. Must at 5th, ranked at 6th, Janex at 7th, Beef at 8th, Wally at 9th, Scuff is at 10th, Marseille 9 at 11th, That Brownie at 12th. Revo at 13th, Cossack at 14th, Saber at 15th. Currently, players getting points in this race. Raisons losing some time now against Heavy Flyer, but still a very close battle. See this hole now. Will we see anyone hitting the ceiling? Ooh, that was a risky stuff from Raisons, but it paid off. Did catch up slightly more. See the ending, this tunnel part here can be really tricky. Ooh, I think Raisons had much more speed than Heavy Flyer. Yes, Raisons now, let's see, 45 hundredths behind Heavy Flyer. Very close between Heavy Flyer and Raisons as they enter the next lap. And another local record from Raisons, 203.78. He's on a mission to pass Heavy Flyer. And if he keeps up that pace, then he will most likely do it, maybe in this this lap. Let's follow him for one more lap, and after that we can go through the pages to give attention to all the other players who are driving this race. We are down to 158 players now. Lots of players quitting as usual, but that's to be expected. Still, if we have over 100 players finishing, then I am more than satisfied with that. Ooh, Raisons now so close. And yeah, those two players have a bit of a gap now, down to Spam at third place. Spam is 3 seconds behind Heavy Flyer. So Heavy Flyer and Raisons dominating this race early on. Ooh, and Raisons with more speed here again. Will this be it? No, Heavy Flyer still in the lead, but it's not with a lot, and against a no drift. We saw that Hobbyflyer had his drift marks there still. He was not able to remove them, and Raisons is up to first place now. Hobbyflyer drops down to second. And we'll actually lose almost 2 seconds with that. Spam almost up to second place. So Raisons, will he win the race for the 10th time? Took a long break from the race, but still somehow is in the lead in most amount of wins. Tied of course with Sand, who's not driving this week either. Sand had a really good chance to win the season, November season, but did not show up for the last race. Alright, here comes Raisons. Good tunnel. And I guess I shouldn't call it a tunnel, but I don't know what to call it. Anyways, here's Raisons into another lap. Not a new local record this time, but it probably was a pretty solid time. Spam 2, 4.29. He's still behind Hobbyfire though, who's at second place. Oh, but not anymore. Spam, oh, hits the wall. Was up to second place there for a couple of hundreds, but Hobbyfire now once again back to second place. Then we've got Tween. He is 4 seconds behind Spam. We're already seeing some big gaps here in the top. Will Tween be able to make a comeback from this? 7 seconds behind now, continues to lose time. We got Ranked at 5th, Wally at 6th, Yannick's at 7th, Massa has dropped down to 8th place now, Beef at 9th, That Brownie at 10th, Link at 11th, Marseille 9 at 12th, Henny, who won the time attack competition on last week's track, is at 13th place right now. We got Scuffy's just behind. Here's Cossack at 15th, 16th now. So let's take a look at some other players who are driving on the other pages. We've got Kappa at 27th place right now. He is about 1 second behind Tierley, and he is ahead of Bale. Actually, we'll pass Tierley now, so next player to pass is Saber. Try to catch up is Saber, and ahead of Tierley. Next page, we got another Isuba player, Lufty, at 36th place. He's behind Melchi and ahead of Fredel Shaman. Let's win the speed section. The next page we have Axel Alex for Easy Killer at 62nd place. It's behind Oxygen and ahead of Skid Racer. Next page we got Nevermind for Fun Team at 72nd place, 70th place now. And meanwhile, Raisons with a new local record once again, 203.03. Nevermind is behind Tivo and ahead of Q right now. Then we have the next page where Serge, I guess, is at 82nd place, behind Loomer and ahead of Paparainen. Oh, almost hit the wall entering the loop. Alright, going over the 100 player mark, we got Peak at 109th place. He's behind Mogius and ahead of Callow. And then we are closing in on the last couple of players here. We got Mammoth for Spam at 114th place. Behind the Seamate Arrow and ahead of Fluffy Mittens. Let's see here, who is the current last player? Looks like it is Panda Driver at 136th place. Got a pretty cool, I guess that's a Batman car, maybe? I don't know. But, oh, we'll actually miss the loop, we'll have to respawn. So it looks like Panda Driver is last, and not Elephant for once. Elephant is second to last. Actually, never mind, Frangleho is at last place. So, I think that's the last player. So I'll go through the rankings one more time before the race is over, but let's go back to the top now where Raisons is occupying first place. 8 laps into the race, looking very strong, although he's only 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds ahead of Hobbyflyer. Hits the wall there as well, that opens up for Hobbyflyer to catch up, but he also hits the wall. So Spam, I think, yeah, Spam will pass and go up to second. No wait, he's at third still, never mind. Spam catching up now a lot to Hobbyflyer. Outflyer had to go a bit to the left there to avoid hitting the wall. Raysons with that mistake from Hoverfly 3 seconds ahead. He could have been much more had he not crashed as well. So Spam will now enter the next lap. Oh, I guess a landing bug here in the dirt. But not really losing too much time to Hoverfly, who I think might have clipped the wall. Follow Spam, see if he can join up with Hoverfly, maybe even pass him. Fuzzy in the meantime setting a 7th local record. There's Fuzzy, he's at 20th place right now. Ooh! Good turn there from Spam. Just behind Hoverflyer. Turn this big jump. Raysons now over 3 seconds ahead. Spam could probably go a bit more to the right there. He does not have the smoothest loop. So if he goes a bit more to the right, I mean, then he would build up a bit more speed. But it's also risky, of course. You don't want to go too much to the right, because then you will hit the side of the loop. So. And for this kind of endurance race, it's important that you don't take too big risks. Especially not this early on. 21 laps will be played. Oh, and now Spam hitting the wall. Interesting how so many players seem to hit the walls here. I don't know why that is actually. So Spam will drop down to 4th place. Tween has gone up to 3rd. Ooh, that was risky from Tween. Kept himself on the road though. And keeps that 3rd place, but he's 6.5 seconds behind Raysons right now. 3rd local record from Tween, 3.67. And this is more and more looking like Raysons going to win his 10th race. If he can keep it up and also of course avoid getting a disconnect, which has happened quite a lot to Raysons in the past. But so far so good. However, one mistake here from Raysons and he might lose his 1st place, especially if he crashes in the speed section. That's the worst place to do so, especially if you respawn as well. But so far Raysons looking rock solid. And also of course got the best lap, so that will give him 5 bonus points. So right now Raysons with the double, 1st place in the race and also winning the best lap. And you see here Raysons with a better loop, got a lot of speed, exiting the loop. Keeps the same distance down to Hoverflyer. Tween still with that 3rd place. Oh, Raysons will hit the wall, but that's a pretty good place to crash though. Don't lose too much time with that. See, oh, Hoverflyer seems to have made a mistake here. Yeah, he has, and Tween is just behind him because of it. And of course that means that Raysons now 5.5 seconds ahead of Hoverflyer. Raysons is just avoiding the mistakes, the major mistakes, while the other players behind him are not able to do that. So 7 seconds now. Spam was gone up to 2nd place. I missed that completely. Interesting. So I guess Tween also must have made a mistake then. So all of a sudden Raysons now 7 seconds ahead of 2nd place, which is Spam. Oh, never mind. Hoverflyer now back up to 2nd place. Actually, this is super close between Spam, Hoverflyer and Tween. They are so close to each other right now. Spam will hit the wall, leaving the dirt turn though, so he will drop down to 4th place. But wow, what a battle between Hoverflyer, Tween and Spam. Then we have 10 seconds down to ranked at 5th place. We already see this being decided in the top almost, at least the top 4. So that's very interesting. Ranked 10 seconds behind and still at 5th place. Wally will hit the wall as I switch to him. But pretty good place to crash though, won't lose too much time with that. Still keeping that 6th place. Scavi is doing well in this race. At 7th place. Marseille 9 has gone up to 8th now. Not too far behind Scavis. Can, or cannot, I guess I should say can, is at 9th place. Ahead of that Brownie at 10th. And then 2 seconds further back is Massa at 11th. Ragel at 12th. Yannick's at 13th now. Henny at 14th. Cossack at 15th. And continuing, we've got Nymph at 16th. Link at 17th. Beef at 18th. Yoshi at 19th. Revo at 20th. Fuzzy at 21st. Kappa at 23rd. Got Edward at 23rd now. I guess I should stop at that point. So we still got 135 players driving in the race. Rayson's in the lead. Oh, Howie Flyer! Now 11 seconds behind Raysons, and he's 5 seconds behind Spam. Another mistake here from Howie Flyer, who had such a good start to this race. Was in the lead, I believe, the 2 first laps, or even more. And now down to 4th place, and it's not looking like he's going to be able to win this one. 12 seconds is quite a lot to catch up. We are halfway through this race, actually. Rayson's losing some time. Tween less than 6 seconds behind now, so Rayson's still making mistakes as well on this rather difficult map. But yeah, as long as you can avoid any respawns or anything like that, then he's looking pretty good right now to win his 10th race. Flyer at 4th place is still 5 seconds ahead of Rank, his teammate. Right now the most interesting fight seems to be Tween and Spam for 2nd place, although Spam is 2.5 seconds behind Tween right now. And Tween continues to gain time on Raysons, about 5 seconds behind now. This might be a good time from Tween actually in this lap. He keeps it up here in the end as well. Might overtake Raysons in the best lap. Ooh, that was a great hole from Tween. Let's see how he does this part now. Whoa! Hits the wall. That's gonna cost him. Where's Spam? Spam with much more speed, but still at 3rd place though. Ah yeah, Tween went for the best lap I think there. That would have been a really good time from Tween, but instead lost quite a lot. And lost some time to Raysons as well. It's now almost 7 seconds again ahead of Tween. So Raysons, will he win another race? It's been a while, to be honest. And we got 42 seconds between 1st and 22nd place right now. This, as we have driven through half of the race, give or take, we'll do an overview look as well, so we can go through the rankings as well. Raysons in the lead, 7 seconds ahead of Tween. Then we got Spam at 3rd, Howie Flyer at 4th, Ranked at 5th, Wally at 6th, Scuff is at 7th, That Brownie at 8th, Raggle at 9th, Massa at 10th, Marseille 9 at 11th, Yannick's at 12th, Can at 13th, Henning at 14th, Link at 15th, Beef at 16th, Revo at 17th, Cossack at 18th, Edward at 19th, Fuzzy at 20th, Nymph at 21st, and Yoshi at 22nd. And I'll go through the pages one more time here, and then focus on on the end. We got Bud driving at 26th place, is behind the Tirley and ahead of Boss Wanted. Then we have Mentos for Display at 46th place, behind Shots Fired and ahead of Galvanize. We have Omega at 54th place, behind Mr. Moo, just behind Mr. Moo as you can see, and then ahead of Playday. We got Wing for Easy Killer at 72nd place, behind Pillow and ahead of True. Archer is driving for SG at 86th, behind SpaceX and ahead of Hawk. We got Kalu at 99th place, behind Mammoth and ahead of Duo. There's Belcel at 121st place, behind let's see here, Alien Wars I believe, and ahead of Mania Style, no, Panda Driver. Let's see who's currently the last player. It might be Frangalo at 127th place. Looks like that is the case. So still got way above 100 players driving. That's good to see. And here's the current leader of the race, Race Hans, who is now 4.5 seconds ahead of Tween. So yeah, Tween continues to gain time on Race Hans. I think Race Hans is just driving way safer than Tween right now. He's trying to keep his position. Knows that that is usually the key to success in this race, especially when you have the lead with a couple of seconds. Don't want to do any silly mistakes. This could actually be a very good time from Tween, I think, because he has caught up to Race Hans with a couple of seconds in this lap. Of course, Race Hans might have made a mistake as well. Let's see though if Tween can now do the ending a bit better. Ah, we'll hit the ceiling this time. This time it did not pay off, and that of course means that Race Hans will be far and beyond. He is almost 9 seconds ahead of Tween right now. Yeah, Tween is maybe taking a bit too many risks here. If he wasn't, then he might have been he might have caught up to Race Hans by now actually, if you remove his mistakes in the previous lap and in this lap. But instead he will be about 8.5 seconds behind, and also gets a landing bug here in the dirt, so should be over 9 seconds in the next checkpoint. And then we actually have a gap of 5 seconds time to spam. Oh, hits the wall hard. Oh, and a great time from Wally. 2.99 takes over the best lap. So right now 5 bonus points going to Wally, not to Race Hans. So we'll see if Race Hans will try to maybe set a faster time. We are into lap 15 of the race and we don't have too many laps left to go. And of course Race Hans may not want to take too many risks as well, because they do want to take that first place in the race. That should be his prioritize. Oh, and Hobbyfly will actually pass Spam with that, but they are still neck and neck as they have been throughout this whole race. Spam now back to 3rd place again. Hobbyflyer will hit the wall. And hits the wall here as well. That's a bad place for Hobbyflyer. Can he make the jump here? No! Terrible, terrible landing from Hobbyflyer. He's gonna lose additional time. He's gonna be far behind Spam now. So that was a very bad section from Hobbyflyer. Yeah, he's 4 seconds behind Spam now. Not good for Hobbyflyer. 2 seconds ahead of Rank now. This is looking more and more to be Race Hans race to lose. 10 seconds ahead of Tween, who keeps making big mistakes here in the end. Let's see how Race Hans does it. Keeps the speed pretty well there. Let's see what his time will be. I think it will be a new local record in this lap. Nope, but maybe he will go for it now. Entering lap 16 out of 21. We are nearing this race end. Here's Tween now entering the next lap as well. We'll gain half a second on Race Hans. And We have Spam, who's 5.5 seconds behind Tween. And then is 6 seconds ahead of Flyer. So right now it looks like top 3 will be Raisons, Tween and Spam. Unless something drastic happens in the end, which could be the case. We've definitely seen it happen before. And yeah, not really any close fights. I guess Ranked and Flyer are the closest ones. 2 seconds between them. Follow Ranked through this lap. We'll hit the wall twice. We'll lose some time with that. We now 11 seconds behind Raisons. Yeah, he's just continuing to lose time now, lap after lap. Was at one point only about 4 seconds behind. Now 10, almost 11 seconds behind instead. Ranked is actually losing time on Flyer, 4 seconds. Or 3 seconds behind in this lap. Not really getting any closer. He's 2 seconds ahead of Wally. He's at 6th place. It's a good hold though from Ranked. Good speed here over the stretch as well. He will actually go down under 3 seconds now behind the Flyer. Pretty good turn here as well. Spam meanwhile 5th local record. 2:3.78. I guess there's still a chance here for Spam to catch up to Tween, as Ranked will enter the next lap. And yeah, actually Spam about 2 seconds behind Tween, so let's see if Spam can maybe catch up a bit more in this lap. Lap 17 out of 21. 58 seconds between 1st and 58th place. It's a good obstacle there from Spam, avoiding the walls. Good precision. And less than 2 seconds behind Tween now. We're entering the loop right now. It's definitely possible for Spam to go up to 2nd place. Oxygen in the middle here between Tween and Spam. About to get overlapped as well as some other players. What? Okay. Experienced some lag there, sorry about that. So we've got 115 players who are driving. Hopefully we'll have over 100 players finishing as well. Spam taking extra careful here. Do not want to hit the ceiling, but then hits the wall instead. And that's the 2nd time I've seen him hit that wall. Give some room now for Tween to keep that 2nd place. Yeah. He is 4 seconds behind Tween now. That was a bad mistake from Spam. Tween looking to take 2nd place right now, but no one is close to Raisons, who has dominated this race. And he is on his way to win for the 10th time into lap 18 right now. 3 more laps left to go for Raisons. Actually 4 laps left to go. He's completed the... He needs to drive this lap as well, and then we got 3 laps left for Raisons. Didn't lose that best lap, so I'm curious to see if he will actually try to set a fast time here in the end. He can definitely afford making some mistakes now, because now he's 13 seconds ahead of Tween. Let's see what his time will be in this lap. He does this part good and keeps his speed over a long stretch. And then we have this turn to the left as well. We have seen some mistakes. Rayson's going awfully close to the wall, but will make it. Jumps over the wall and about to enter another lap. Let's see here, will this be a new local record? No! Rayson still without that 5 bonus points. Wally is the player with the best time. 2.99. As you can see though, Rayson's very close to him. So there's Tween entering the next lap at 2nd place. 2 seconds behind is Spam at 3rd. And we got Flyer at 4th. Still ahead of rank but not with a lot. Wally at 6th, currently the one with the best lap. Marseille 9 at 7th. Huge gap down to Marseille 9 actually. He's 12 seconds behind Wally. We got Dat Brownie at 8th, Massa at 9th, Raggle at 10th. We got Link. No wait, Raggle drops down to 12th actually. Revo will pass and also Link. Then we got Henny at 13th, Edward at 14th, Can at 15th, and that is the last player to get points. Top 15 will get points in the December season. Then we also got some lag again, but also Scaffis at 16th, Nymph at 17th, Yoshi at 18th, Kappa at 19th, and Yanex is at 20th place. So Rayson's less than 3 laps to go, soon only 2 laps to go because he's nearing the end of this lap already. 13 seconds ahead of Tween. I don't see Rayson's losing this first place right now. Of course, probably knows he's in the lead as well, so can take it a bit safer than usual. Now suddenly Spam 18 seconds behind the Raysons, and he is 6 seconds behind Tween. So yeah, it looks like Raysons will take first, Tween will take second, and Spam will take third. So not very exciting fights here in the end, but that's okay. Can't always have really close races. Of course, the last week was super close. Only a few seconds between first, second, and third. Now we have a completely different scenario. Rayson's entering lap 20 out of 21. Yeah, you can see him taking it pretty safe here in the dirt. He's not really going close to the walls. So I don't think Raysons will go for the best lap. Maybe someone else will though. It's possible. Someone who's a bit further back in the pack and doesn't have anything to lose. Raysons will hit the wall here though, but it's not really a terrible thing because you're going on such low speed there, so don't really lose too much time. What could lose Raysons the lead here would be if he crashed in a speed section and had to respawn. That can lose you quite a lot of seconds, but even so, I still think he would be at first place. He is losing some ground here on Tween. Tween is 11 seconds behind now, so gaining 2 seconds. But it's just a bit too late for Tween. He is 3 checkpoints behind Raysons. And actually Wally has gone up to 4th place, passes both Ranked and Flyer, the 2 BX3 players, so good finish here from Wally. He's gonna get a lot of points as well. He might, actually no, I don't think he will be in the lead, since even though he got the best lap, I still think Raysons will be in the lead. We'll see though. Anyways, Raisons will enter the last lap now. 11 seconds ahead of Tween, who still haven't reached the finish line. Here we go. Tween entering the last lap. And then it's gonna be 8 seconds down to Spam now at third. Here he comes. So that's currently the top 3. Wally at 4th place now. But it is pretty close though between him and Ranked, who's just behind here. Hamifire has actually dropped down additional seconds. He's 7 seconds ahead of Ranked now. So Hamifire with a bad start, or bad end, had a good start to this race. But let's follow Raisons as he goes through the last lap. Will be the winner, unless something unexpected happens. Queen continues to gain some time, half a second closer now, but still too far behind. Raisons leaving, or will go through this speed section now for the last time. Good speed here as well. And boy's getting the no drift. Might have been a neo drift there because he did have his drift marks behind his car still. Doing some tech turns and then this obstacle part for the last time. Queen less than 10 seconds behind now. Raisons can take it slow. Coming up to the holds for this last time now. Yeah, he's taking it very safe here. No problems for Raisons. Going through the stretch now, and then we have this turn. This is the final challenge for Raisons, where he can lose some time, but he's gonna take it uber safe. Jumps over the wall, no problem. And then only 2 turns left for Acer. Raisons will win the race for the 10th time. Some lag here in the end, which scared me quite a lot actually. But Raisons will take first. Congratulations to him. Then we got Tween coming up here. It's gonna take 2nd place. Good effort from him as well. And Spam will take 3rd place. And with that get quite a lot of points in the season as well. So congratulations to Spam. Then we got Wally with the best lap right now. Will take 4th place. Gonna have a good position as well. Might be at 2nd place actually. Next up is Hamifire now, who has passed Ranked. Takes 5th place. Big mistake from Ranked in the end, and he takes 6th. Massa will take 7th place. Just ahead of Marze9 at 8th. Then we got Link, who is just ahead of Brownie, who takes 10th. Raggle will take 11th. Henny will take 12th. Can will take 13th. Rev will take 14th. Scavis will take 15th. Edward will take 16th. Nymph will take 17th. And then we have Fussy, who will take 18th. Yoshi will take 19th. Yannex gonna take 20th place, just ahead of Beef. Close fight. Monster will take 22nd place. New player, sounds like. Ahead of Tierley here with 5100s. Monster will take 22nd place. Tierley 23rd. Boss Wanted 24th. Cossack 25th. Bud takes 26th. We got Sammy at 27th. Edster at 28th. Friddle Shaman closing in to the finish line, takes 29th place. Melchi at 30th. We got Palteza at 31st. Alexor drives through the last couple of turns, will take 32nd. We got Nero for Insects, 33rd place. Bale looking to take 34th. We got Makusta taking 35th. Piranha 36th. Sandra 37th. Nelki is ahead of Chaos Hand with quite a lot, will take 38th place. Here's Chaos Hand, will be passed by Mentos in the end. Then we got Tivo taking 41st. Mario will take 42nd. Omega will take 43rd. Galvanize on his way to take 44th. And of course a 15-minute timer has started once first place has finished. We'll see how many players will finish this week. Galvanize will take 44th. Oxygen will take 45th. Axel Alex will take 46th. Deep will take 47th. Vince takes 48th. Mr. Moo takes 49th. We got Carset taking 50th place. Dark on his way to take 51st. Lumar, his teammate, will take 52nd. On Off will take 53rd. Nevermind will take 54th place. Wolfie for Ravage. Still a couple of turns left. 5 seconds ahead of Trudeau. No problems for Wolfie to stay in front. And will take 55th place. Here is True. Finishes at 56th place ahead of Baba at 57. Pillow at 58th place. Then we got Ice 9 taking 59th. Yololo Yololo takes 60th. Chompa for PG will be passed by Siri in the end. He takes 60th place. No, 61st. Chompa 62nd. We got Paparainen taking 63rd. Hot will take 64th. Or CS Cybershot will take 64th. Skid Racer is on his way to take 65th position. Then we got Serge for Mech will take 66th ahead of Dale at 67th. Playday slows down here in speed but still far ahead of Cousin, so we'll take 68th place. Here's Cousin, last turn, finishes at 69. Askew takes 70th place. We got Kiwi taking 71st. We got Suras at 72nd. Gonzo still a couple of turns. Also this jump over the wall, which he does well. Is only 7300 ahead of SpaceX. SpaceX will pass because Gonzo hits the wall hard. SpaceX gonna take 73rd place with that. Big mistake from Gonzo in the end. Takes 74th. We got the 80PG taking 75th. That's also close by. Here's Romain. Is 23 seconds ahead of Leglaud. So Romain will take 76th, and here's Leglaud. Probably not pronouncing that correctly. Drives for VSP and still far away from the finish. 9 minutes left on the clock. Will hit the wall as well. He's 10 seconds ahead of Andy though, so we can take it slow here. Not gonna lose his position. Here's Andy, still far behind. So Leglaud takes 77th place. Andy next up, who takes 78th. Then we got Lars. You can see here all the players who are still driving. Still a fair amount. Maybe, possibly, we will still have over 100 players who will finish. That would be nice. So here's Lars. We'll take 79th. And we got Archer. Archer will take 80th place. Mogius just behind at 81st. Here's Arrow for Spam. 32 seconds ahead of Marquez, so no problem, taking 82nd place. Yeah, Marquez still far away. It's only about 5 seconds ahead of Laximus. So if he makes a mistake here, Laximus could potentially take another position. As we have 8 minutes left to be played. Marquez will hit the wall here, but not really losing too much time with that. Laximus still far behind. Ooh, another crash there from Marquez, but will take 83rd place, or, oh yeah, he will. Could afford that. Laximus will take 84th. Then we got Kalu, who's 4 seconds ahead of Dara Wee. Lose some time here, but will take 85th place. Here's Dara Wee, taking 86th. And next up is Mammoth, 87th, who is 56 seconds ahead of Dawn. So Mammoth will take 87th, and then it's gonna be a while before the next player finishes, which is Dawn, but is on the last lap at least. We'll see here who else is on the last lap. Fluffy Mittens is, so is DVL, Malele as well, Felkor, DPL, Elephant, Alien Wars, Flobber. All those players should be able to finish. Then we got Pinochet, SM Shooters, and Belchel. Actually, I guess Pinochet is probably the last player, or SM Shooters actually. Probably the last player who can finish this one. So I don't think we will have over 100 players this week, but that's okay. Still a fair amount of players who will finish. And we of course had, I believe, 193 players starting, so that was awesome. The average number of players starting keeps increasing for each week, so I don't think it will be too long before we have over 200 players. As a standard. So anyways, Dawn will take 88th place. Where was I? Here we go. Next up is Fluffy Mittens, also nearing the end. 22 seconds ahead of DVL. Ooh. Almost didn't make the jump over the wall. It will cost a lot. But instead, Fluffy Mittens will take 89th place. There's DVL also closing in on the end. Only 2 seconds ahead of Felkor. If DVL can keep that position, looks like that will be the case. Unless he decides to drive backwards into the finish line. Something like that. Nope, we'll take 90th place. And here's Felkor just behind at 91st. Malele also pretty close by. Taking 92nd place. Then we got DPL 96. Taking 93rd. And here's Elephant. Will finish this time. It's not really that often we'll see Elephant actually finishing the race. He usually takes breaks to chat in my my Twitch chat. So Elephant will take 95th place. Then we got Flobber. 4 minutes left on the clock. When Flobber is nearing the end, then he will take 96th place. Pinochet will also be able to finish, and then I think only SM Shooters will be able to do the same. I don't think Belcel is well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Not sure. But what I am sure about though is that Pinochet will drive into the finish line. Here we go. So we'll take 97th place. Then SM Shooters might be the last player to finish, not sure. But if so, we will have 98 players who finish in total. So SM Shooters takes 98th place. And then we got Belcel here, who hits the wall hard. Might be on the last lap. I'm not sure actually. Not sure at all. Frangolo will not be able to finish though, that's for sure. He's way too far behind. In the meantime, I'm just gonna save the replay. So I got it. There we go, that was quick. So yeah, Belcel 408 checkpoints, needs to take 441 checkpoints. Is he on the last lap? That's the thing. I don't know how many checkpoints there are each lap. Might have one more lap after this actually. There is a possibility for that. Yeah, I think so actually. I think Belcel got... Oh! Yeah, no, there can't be 30 more checkpoints. Oh wait, maybe. I don't know. Nah, I don't think so. I think he got one more lap probably. 2 minutes left now. Yeah, so we got 30 checkpoints left here. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, no. Surely he got one more lap after this. Unless there are like a bunch of checkpoints here in the end, I can't remember. No, there aren't really. I think he got one more lap actually, yeah. I think so. So that's gonna be it then. SM Shooters is the last player to finish. Let's summarize the results. So Raisons will take it home. This is his 10th win in total, and with that he's now got his alone in the top in most amount of wins. Raisons and Sand were tied with 9 each, but now Raisons is the only one with 10 wins. And of course that means that he got 50 points in the season as well, so he's currently the leader of that, I think. Then we got Tween at second, took first last week, now second, so another good performance. And then Spam, who won the November season, takes third here in the first race of the December season, so he's off to a good start again. Wally, of course, also needs to be mentioned because he did win the best lap, and with that will get 5 bonus points. So Wally, with those 5 bonus points, might actually be up to second place here, not sure. It should be close between Wally and Tween or Spam. But yeah, that's gonna be it. You see here, Belcel still with 1 more lap left to go, and less than 1 minute on the clock. So yeah, no need really to wait for that. So all I have to say is thanks everyone for playing, and thanks for watching as well. See you next Saturday.